Previously on When the Music Stops.
Calm down, Nick. What happened?
I don't know. I just know something's wrong.
You're not making sense.
I heard her voice calling my name.
You're just dreaming.
No, I heard it, Dad. I heard her. We have to go.
Nick!
We have to go, Dad. Ow! Why'd you slap me?
Wake you up. I think you're still sleeping. What you dream?
I don't know exactly. I can never remember them clearly.
And why you think this one was different?
I thought I heard Magdalena calling.
We have early show tomorrow.
She wound up to sleep.
Suit yourself. I am going back to bed.
I'll go back to my room in a minute. Dad, you don't have to do that. Go to bed.
2 more sips and you'll be out. Then you wake up feeling like pretzel. Just don't forget to turn out the light when you're done.
Okay. Thanks, Dad. 2 sips, yeah, right.
This pain
6, maybe. I drift off possibly the sound I've had
this day.
Leo, open! I must tell you something.
For so long.
Theme song Music Stops, performed by FM2, starring the voices of Luke Konke, Michael Vena, and Dwight Sullivan. Tune in next week for the season finale of When the Music Stops.
First words, my first step.
I didn't think I could ever afford this whole thing. It's sad as a baby. But it's not for lack of respect for that. There's a definite sadness in there, along with sadness. I would like that. Possible show those clowns and so on. Their deepest condolences. Talking to something. Even if you don't stand in the front together, you're still a serious So far, I'm holding together. I don't know how, but I'm glad no one's
Your light
that Dad remained
your last step,
I don't expect to be here today.
your last word,
The rest of the act,
your last breath. This day.
You okay?
yes.
You don't have to do show. I can do wheel myself and stash it and drive camera.
I'll do the show.
You sure?
I'm okay. I'm not, but I have to keep telling myself I am.
For so
If I don't,
long.
it's time I might lose myself. I may get through 3 shows in a complete fall. No one approaches me. No one talks to me, except Dad. I might think it odd if I weren't so relieved. When we arrived back at the train that night, he parks the van outside his train car.
Stay with me tonight.
I stare at him, suspecting he knows I'm not okay. maybe better than I do. Our clock takes me through to the next morning on very little sleep, for sure.
Eat.
I stare at the plate of scrambled eggs and kielbasa.
And don't say you're not hungry. You don't eat yesterday.
There's no use arguing. I pick up my fork, forcing down half of my breakfast, enough to appease him.
Go take shower and get dressed. We're leaving in half hour.
In zombie mode, I do what he tells me, wondering if more autonomy would have me free-falling off the wheel later. No, I couldn't do that to him. He's lost enough. As we arrive at the building for the last 2 shows of the season, it suddenly occurs to my dazed brain that we're here too early. Why are we here so early?
Father Jim.
I black out the rest of what he says.
Nick,
What?
I know it's hard, but we have to pay respects. Her parents will be there. They just lose child.
I don't know why I thought I could get through the next several hours pretending I wasn't dying inside. I might have pulled it off if I didn't have to face Magdalena's family.
Nick,
Yeah, I'll be right there. I don't feel so good. I make it to our dressing room in time to toss up half of my breakfast. The only half I ate. Dad is waiting outside the bathroom when I come out.
that was waste of perfectly good eggs and kielbasa.
I think he's trying to make me smile. It doesn't work.
You okay?
Yes. I'm not, but something is holding me together. Not exactly sure what. Father Jim delivers a beautiful service, I think. I block most of it out, relieved to find myself at a safe distance from Magdalena's family. I know they deserve better, but I just can't. Her mother, inconsolable. Her father, despondent. Sylviana swivels her head around, locking eyes with me.
Where are you going?
I don't feel so good. I slip out, making it back to our dressing room in time for a 5-minute case of dry heaves. Then lie down on the couch, trying to work up the strength to go back.
Nick,
I open my eyes. How long have I been asleep?
3 hours. Show gonna start soon.
I'm sorry, Dad. I didn't mean to fall asleep. I just meant to lie down for a couple of minutes. How was the service?
Sad.
Yeah,
Sylviana asked for you.
yeah,
You like big brother to her.
yeah.
You should go see her.
Yeah, tonight. Before we leave.
Yeah.
I managed to zombie through the first show. But the fog begins to lift after opening of the last show. The final show of the season is always bittersweet. A happy time for some who are leaving, some who are staying. A sad time for those leaving because they weren't asked back. And sad for the ones being left behind. Still, we always celebrate with antics. Ones that are only usually obvious to the other circus peeps. Magdalena always loved the final show, even though Kavachavi never let the troupe do anything out of the ordinary. But she loved watching the other performers deviate from what to us had become the mundane. Now, as I watch all the performers walk on eggshells, especially around me, I wonder if somewhere Magdalena is feeling cheated.
This is it, Nick. Final performance.
Yeah. I'm more relieved than sad. I guess I've got enough to be sad about.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Dad?
Yeah?
Here.
What's this?
For Magdalena, I hand him a black cloth pouch, tying a similar one to my belt. Without asking what's in it, he does the same.
For Magdalena.
Minutes later, somewhere between our handstands and final stunt, Dad and I unhook the pouches from our belts, pulling out 3 colorful beanbags from the black pouches. In sync, Dad and I begin juggling them as we walk around the wheel. The thunderous cheers nearly knock me off my feet, not because of the volume, but because they aren't coming from the audience. I glance toward the alcove in my line of sight, the one Magdalena used to watch from. A cluster of performers cheer from backstage, as well as some of the workmen down below, inside the arena. And I'm sure it's not my imagination that the music suddenly becomes more vibrant. Overwrought with emotion, I'm grateful for the fast-paced run around the wheel that follows. It's what keeps me held together.
Strength, balance, and agility. On the heart.
Even so, immediately after the act, I find myself sprinting to the dressing room, past a procession of smiling workmen and performers.
I can't breathe. I can't stop crying. I'm not ready for this goodbye thing. This pain
grow somewhat lighter for the remainder of the show. Again, not for lack of respect for our loss, but to honor it, assuage it. The rest of the show, sprinkled with typical final show antics like costume switches, fake mustaches, and hatless costumes, seems to move at a much faster, less excruciating pace. After the last boom of the cannon, and our final bow of the season, and circus careers, Dad and I both take a straight line to our dressing room, foregoing the emotional goodbyes. Or so I think. Until half an hour later, when Dad and I start up the exit ramp, where a receiving line of performers waits.
They need to say goodbye, Nick, and so do you.
Yeah. Tara hugs me first, squeezing tight.
You have no idea how badly I've wanted to do this since yesterday.
I glance at Dad, suspecting he may have asked people not to approach me until after the shows were over. I'm grateful to him. It's rough now, but earlier would have been agonizing.
I'm so sorry, Nick. Take care of yourself. Don't give up on your dreams, and please, stay in touch.
All I can manage is a nod as I take inventory of all the people I will have to say goodbye to next.
So sorry, Nick. Thanks for helping me through some tough times. Those jam sessions in front of Clown Alley will always be some of my favorite memories. I'm gonna miss you, buddy. Stay in touch.
I nod, hugging him, then Carrie.
So sorry, Nick. Take care of yourself and stay in touch.
So sorry, Nick. It's been a great pleasure working with you. The show won't be the same without you.
Come see us in Venice. Ariel would like that.
I lose track of how long it takes to get through everyone. Relieved when it's over. Amazed how I've managed to hold it together, for the most part. Something is keeping me intact. A bit of fog that still remains, and something else. Something that through the fog has gnawed at me. I stare at the exit, which seems a little more within reach now. Just a few more steps, then it will be over. For good.
Nikki!
Oh no. I turn, bracing myself as Sylviana rushes towards me. Wrapping her arms around me in a vice grip.
Were you going to leave without saying goodbye, Nikki?
My response sticks in my throat as the remaining fog starts to lift.
My sister is dead, Nikki. Why? Why, Nikki?
I don't know. As I hold her tight, it isn't long before I start to wonder, who's comforting who? I searched for fortitude in whatever was holding me together the last 2 days. But the fog that protected me from the insurmountable weight of my grief dissipates, punishing me with cruel clarity. Magdalena is dead, and I don't understand why. Why was she walking to the train so late at night? Why didn't she take the bus? Or get a ride from... And then, as the last trace of fog disappears, it hits me.
I don't know if I should tell you this, but
What?
when Trevor, Carrie, and I were catching the last bus, we saw Magdalena. She was with Decreepy. She was with Decreepy.
In that fateful moment, I spot Alexis coming toward the exit with his father. I charge him, knocking him to the ground. This is your fault!
No, I didn't know.
Why did you leave her alone? Why did you let her walk?
I thought she... I didn't.
Stop! Please stop! You're killing my son! Please, somebody!
Nick! Stop! Nick! You're gonna kill him! Nick!
By the time Dad and the two workmen pull me off Alexis, I've beaten him unconscious. My only regret is that it delays our drive back to Florida until we get the news that Alexis will make a full recovery, short of a couple permanent scars. But I suspect his physical scars will fade a lot faster than my psychological ones.
We lucky. Mr. Dimitri not gonna press charges. You beat Alexis pretty badly.
He got off lucky.
Nick.
It's his fault, Dad. She was with him. Tara told me she saw them together.
Nick.
Probably told him she didn't want to see him anymore. His ego couldn't handle it, so he just left her.
Nick, even if you're right, what killing him solve? It don't bring her back. You just ruin your life for nothing.
Not nothing, Dad.
You think Magdalena would want you ruin your life? Huh?
We'll never know.
Nick, you're gonna make yourself crazy. Alexis should have drive her home. She should have taken bus, taxi, or come home with us. Anything. Should, could, would. They're not gonna change what is. Just be glad you only beat him and not kill him.
Yeah, I'll try. It isn't until we're crossing the border into Florida that Dad breaks the news to me.
They catch the guy.
What?
The driver.
What? How long have you known?
I find out when we at hospital with Alexis.
Dad, why didn't you tell me?
And what you gonna do? Beat him up too and go to jail?
Maybe.
That's why I don't tell you. Important thing is they catch him. You okay?
No, Dad. Not even close. I stare out the window, watching the wolf go by, leaving my old self behind. I'll never be that guy again.